As always, the shirt is 100% cotton and it's been soaked in soda ash for at least 20 minutes and then spun to a damp state. Since this is an ice dye, I'm flipping it inside out. And I'm marking the center point of the collar, or something close to it. And then the center point of the bottom of the shirt. Right. I will fold this on the line that was just created. Pull the arm through to the top from the back side. Make sure that's smoothed out fairly well. And flip this so I can grab the back side and at the tag. And then pull that forward and smooth out as much as I can. Alright, so for this, I'm just going to pick a spot in here, go ahead and twist this, maybe here, twist the opposite direction, maybe a little further, twist this way again. Back the other way for this one. And then I'll just pull those up. Probably split this into two more. Split this into at least one. Actually go ahead and kind of pull that around. Pull this around. I'm going to pull that back around. And then I just need to touch up all of this in some way that looks like it might work. I'm going to go ahead and take this little bit down here, curl that in. Add that there. I think I'll just twist this around up here on the shoulder. Not much, just enough to tuck this back in. And then this is going to pull in over here. Okay. Now the fun is going to be putting a rubber band across all this and keeping it somewhat tight. Let's just start in a spot. And we'll just work around. Alright, this needs to be tighter before I rubber band this. Okay. Pull that in more. Go ahead and add another loop there, and go ahead and curl that on itself like that. I'll leave it sitting there and then tuck this under and then put the rubber band on. Okay, and I'll just tighten this up with a few more rubber bands to make sure everything stays. Now this isn't a pattern that you're going to be able to copy exactly like most of the others. So just kind of work through it and decide what you want to do. And in this case it just has quite a few swirls all over the place. Where else? One more here. Okay, that looks pretty good. So let's go take this off to dye. For this I'll be using Orange Crush, Deep Orange, Fire Red, Chinese Red, Lemon Yellow, and Better Black. Alright, we'll let that sit until it melts completely through, and then flip it over and do the back side. It's mostly melted, so let's go ahead and flip it and do the second side. that sit until it melts all the way through, and then I'll come back with some thickened black to cover over everything. So the ice is fully melted on the second side, and I've decided against going with black, so this isn't going to be very visible. But what this is a mixture of 2 teaspoons of oxblood red and a ½ teaspoon of better black into 8 ounces of water, plus, I'm not even sure how much guar gum I used, but it's enough to make it the right thickness. Probably about a ½ teaspoon. So let's go ahead and add this to the top. Okay, I'll let this sit for 12 to 18 hours and then we'll do the washout. It's been about 14 hours since the last layer was added, so let's do the washout. Okay, let's take a quick look and then toss it in the washing machine.